Welcome back to math class, 5th graders. Today we're doing Unit 8, Lesson 19. And don't be worried, we skipped over Lesson 18, but we'll be coming back to it. Today's lesson is on finding the area of parallelograms. And here there's a parallelogram in front of you. I want to remind you it's a quadrilateral. And it's a quadrilateral because it has 4 sides. Okay, and the opposite sides are parallel. Hence the term parallelogram, and the opposite sides are also equal. We're going to use this special dotted line down the middle to find the area of a parallelogram. That dotted line is actually called the height, as in how high or how tall it is. And you notice how it makes a right corner down at the bottom. That's kind of what makes it the height. So when we talk about the height of a figure, you should see a right angle down at the bottom of it. This bottom area we're going to call the base. So we've got the base and the height. Now, the magic in figuring that out, here I have an identical quadrilateral, only I have cut it down here. And that's the magic in finding the area of a parallelogram, is watch what happens when I slide this cut piece over to here. It's kind of sticking up a little bit, but now you can see that we have a rectangle. I'll go back and do this again. So here it was a parallelogram. I cut along the dotted line, I cut along the height, and I slide it over here, and now I have a rectangle. Okay, so this is going to be the base, this is the height, and so just like a rectangle was length times width, in this case we're going to do the base times the height to find the area. If you have your textbook home, I'm on page 399A, and on that page you see some figures that are parallelograms, and they ask you to cut along the dotted line and do that magic trick that I just did. So in fact, number 1 is the one that I just did. I cut along the dotted line and then I slid it over to make it into a rectangle. All right. We're going to go back to a problem on the next page over here. And here they're showing a rectangle that has a base of 7 and a height of 5, Okay, and what's the area? 7 times 5, it's the length times the width, and it is 35 centimeters squared. Area is always squared. Okay, over here, the same thing for the parallelogram, right? Slide that back, it's a rectangle. 5 times 7, 35. All right, so the formula for a parallelogram is area equals base times height. Just like it was length and width over on the rectangle, it's base times height. Let's try a couple. All right, on the next page, we're asked to find both the area and the parallelogram. Now the area is going to be the base. The base, I always think of it as the bottom, where that right angle comes in. So that's the 8. And then the height, remember, is the dotted line. So 8 times 4 is 32 centimeters squared. Notice we didn't use the 6 on the side at all. Okay, we don't need that. We need the base and the height to find the area. The perimeter, you're going to add up all the sides. So 8 plus 6, and you remember that this side is going to be 8 because it's the opposite side, and the opposite sides are congruent or equal. And this is going to be 6. So if you add 6 and 8 and 6 is 14, and 14 is 28 centimeters. All right. Let's go to this next one, lucky number 13. For the area, you're going to do the base times height. The base is the bottom where that right angle comes in there. So it's 4 and the height is 5. So your area is 20 centimeters squared. Perimeter, 6 plus 4 plus 4 plus 6, 10 plus 10 is 20. How about that? Now, if you think about it, the perimeter is really a line. It's just the distance around, whereas the area is all that's covered in between. So they're two very different numbers. centimeters and centimeters squared. All right, let's go through one more. Let's do this one down here. The area, remember, base times height. The base would be 7. The height is 3, 21 centimeters squared. Perimeter, distance all the way around, 7 plus 4 plus 7 plus 4, 22 centimeters. For our work today, you're welcome to use a calculator. Some of these might be quicker to do just in your head, but you're welcome to use the calculator if you want to. Remember that your labels, if it's area, it's always going to be squared because you're doing length times width. You're multiplying centimeters times centimeters, so it's centimeters squared. And your perimeter is just plain centimeters, or just the plain number, feet, yards. Area is always squared, volume is always cubed, perimeter is always just the plain unit. All right, your next task is to do the questions for today. Good luck.